I'm Hiba, and today we're going to go over two main poses in yoga, which are down dog and up dog. So going through what we've been moving through the last couple of sessions. So we're going to start from the beginning. Starting in mountain pose, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, step back with the right foot. Step back with the left foot, coming into plank pose. And then from plank pose now, we're going to drop the knees down to the mat. So we're going to start by doing a yoga push-up before going into the up dog. Yoga push-up, we have several options, and it's quite a very challenging pose in yoga. So option one, we're going to go through three variations. Variation one is we take our gaze out in front of us. We internally rotate the arms, and we drop our chest in between the hands to knees. So that is option one. Option two, I'm going to just move slightly back. Option two, once again, you always have to make sure that your shoulders are slightly in front of the wrists. And please make it nice and wide so you have a solid foundation. Internally rotating the arms. Start to bend the elbows, coming halfway down. If you can come down to a 90-degree angle, keeping your gaze down, your neck is in one line with your spine, try to do that. And let's try to push back up. So this is the yoga push-up. Come halfway down, and let's push back up. This is not so simple. So if you can slightly just bend the elbows, coming as far down as you can, and push back up until we start to build strength into the arms. So I just like to say Sparky's like my little baby. So if you have kids, you're going to have your kids all over you on the mat. So it's all good. So from here, but when they lie down, we just need to scoot them over. Okay. So from here, I'll do the third option, but I do not recommend this option unless you really are able to carry your body weight fully. So that's when we come into plank pose and we come halfway down. So this needs and requires a lot of strength. And then from here, we push into up dog. So let's break up dog down. So if we're doing up dog from option one, we're going to do it from knees, chest, chin. Sparky, can we move over? Hey, buddy, let's move over. Come here. Good, good dog, good boy. So if we're doing from option one, knees, chest, chin, we're going to take our chest in between the hands, and then we're going to start to slide through, coming into a baby cobra. Pressing the hands into the mat, rolling the shoulders back, settling here on the mat. You want to press the tops of the feet. Notice my elbows are not splaring out to the sides. My elbows are hugging into the body. I'm lifting my heart and chest. I'm really pressing my hands into the mat. And then from here, we start to drop the knees slightly down, push the hands, taking it back and shifting back into child's pose, which will then take into a down dog. So that's for variation number one, knees, chest, chin. If we're doing option number two, so we're here, we come halfway down, and then we're going to inhale, up dog. And then from here, once again, drop the knees, shift back into down dog. If we are doing it for variation number three, we're in plank, halfway down, inhale, up dog, and exhale, taking it into down dog. So to kind of break that down, yoga push-up, we have three options: the knees, chest, chin, and just dropping the knees and doing the yoga push-up by trying to drop slightly down, building that upper body strength. And option three is doing the full chaturanga, which requires a lot of strength, and you have to be able to do a very solid plank and carry your body in it. So actually we talked more about the yoga push-up than the up dog. So now let's talk about the up dog. Coming into up dog from whichever variation you're in. And up dog, we're going to have to actually break down to two poses: the Sphinx pose and the up dog pose. So from knees, chest, chin, we're gonna come down, slide through, and we're gonna hold here. Roll the shoulders back, open your heart and chest. You wanna press the tops of the feet into your kneecaps to lift up. And then from here, pushing into the hands back to the knees, we're gonna shift our hips back, tuck toes under, and rise into down dog. And let's move. So from here, we come halfway down. Inhale, up dog. How are we doing up dog here? We're pressing the tops of the feet nice and deep into the mat. You roll the shoulders back, extend your heart and your chest forward, really pressing into the mat. If this is too much, because it is a challenging pose also, you're welcome to drop the knees down to the mat. And then from here, we start to tuck and push ourselves back, tuck toes under, and rise into a down dog. And variation number 3, I think I did it before, but we can go through it again. Coming halfway down, inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. So now as we come into down dog, let's talk about our down dog here. Actually, I'd like to explain down dog in a different way. So for down dog, in order to measure a proper down dog, so we know how to move into down dog from the up dog. If I'm doing a down dog on its own, I'm going to come into child's pose. This is a child's pose. You're taking your hips as far back to your heels as you can, walking your hands out, extending the arms forward. As you do that, to come and know the proper measurement of your down dog, you want to press your hands nice and deep into the mat. You start to look forward in between both hands. You start to shift your weight to the knees. You tuck the toes under. Your feet are open, more or less hip width apart. And then we start to lift and take it all the way up, coming into what looks like a nice inverted V shape. Pressing the hands into the ground, taking your chest, taking your gaze in between the legs. What I see often happens, people stop here. This is not the down dog. You're trying to take everything back and drop the heels as far down to the mat as possible. That is also, very often you're gonna find your heels here, which is fine. Just try to shift yourself back, and with time, you're gonna be able to extend and drop the heels further. And then from down dog, let's look forward in between both hands and start to just walk the feet to the hands. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale and rise. And exhale, both hands to heart center.